Coach, I guess just, first season here at Grambling, I guess what are you looking forward to in this first game here at Hampton?
The opportunity to go out and compete with these young men and the coaching staff. Coach Jackson has done a great job at creating an environment, a culture of winning. So to be able to experience that throughout the spring and throughout the summer, and to see that to transition over into real game atmosphere is going to be amazing. And also just to feel, the Grambling atmosphere, the Grand Fam alum cheering us on, because it's such a prestigious program. So just to be able to feel that and experience that for the first time against another competition.
What do you feel like it'll take for Miles or Julian to kind of edge out one another to, I guess, maybe get that starting job on Saturday?
It all comes down to completing the football and putting the team in the right position to be successful. That's two major categories that we are focusing in on, and the third one obviously is protecting the football. So ability to complete the ball, the ability to put us in the right position to make a play, and the ability to protect the football.
I asked you this, you didn't really have a specific answer, but for you on the offensive side of the ball, any position group that you really had stand out during fall camp going into week one?
I really love the way our tight end position and running back position is coming along from where we started out in the spring to now. That those two groups have done a really good job of just developing and getting better and understanding what it takes to, to be successful in offense.
I guess, how do you successfully use your tight ends and running backs this year? Is it more run after catch type of scheme for your tight ends, or is it more just letting them go up and get the ball?
I think it's a mixture of both. I think the ability to have some sort of role in the passing game, as well as the ability to make the necessary basic blocks that we ask them to, is really crucial for that position. Because if they do one well and the other they don't do well, teams can kind of schematically prepare for that. But if they're doing both well, that helps us out.
Nationally televised game for you guys for the first game out. Just how important is that exposure for the school and this team?
I think it's extremely important, but it's also a blessing to be able to showcase your great institution to a national audience. Grambling is the perennial blue blood program when it comes to college football. But the ability for America to see it on Saturday afternoon, I think, is tremendous for not only for the university, but the state of Louisiana.
You personally, first year here, when you step out on that field for the first time, what do you think your emotions are going to be as a coach?
Well, I guess you can say it's going to be some jitters. However, it's just once the ball is kicked, it's just it's a Saturday afternoon playing college football. I'm just really excited, that Coach Jackson and the administration has blessed me with the opportunity to be able to run offense and call it. It's kind of been dreaming about this day for a long time. So to see it fulfilled and to see God's promises come true, it's going to be an overwhelming, joyous occasion.
You mentioned it a little bit, but kind of talk about the community aspect and like the Graham fam, just the so much support for this program, right? And you're being your first year as a coach. What's it kind of been like being, taken in from the Graham fam?
So, truth moment, I'm a Louisiana guy through and through. You can't tell me anything about Louisiana. It's God's country. I'm born and raised from the city of New Orleans, and growing up, how much Grambling meant to the University of Grambling alum and people in it. But to actually experience it for the first time has been mind-blowing. I joked to some people when I first got here. I was like, dude, this is like that show, A Different World. Like, everybody knows everybody. Everybody looks out for everyone. The cafeteria workers each knows each student by name. They know each faculty member by name. The president has a one-on-one relationship with the student body. Like, I've never experienced this in my college career. But you can see why we were called Grand Fam, because it's one big family. And the one beautiful thing about the Grand Fam is everyone loves one another, and everyone takes care of one another. And that's just, to experience that has just been truly a blessing.
What do you think your biggest advantage is in your personnel this season?
Well, first of all, defensively, I'm an offensive guy. We're just talking defensive. That defensive line gives us some problems. But offensively, I think our running back group has done a good job of keeping the offense afloat and getting us going and being a spark plug. And this quarterback competition has been really good for the overall team because when you see two guys competing to be the signal caller, right? Guys take that initiative to also compete at other positions. So to watch these two guys compete and get after it has made our football team better.
Coach, what are you looking forward to from your offense, like running back, quarterback, receivers, anything?
The number one thing is execution. You know, our ability to execute and stay ahead of the chains. Number two, which is the most important thing, is to protect the football. Right? So I believe that if we can execute at a high level and protect the football, I think that gives us a chance to be successful on Saturday.
Obviously, first game, you're going to have some jitters, not just from some of the younger guys, but even more from the experienced guys as well. Just how long do you think it's going to take for your offense to kind of settle in and really find a groove?
Well, hopefully it's before the whistle is blown for the first snap. But our guys they were resilient. You know what I mean? So I think after that first play, when you get that first initial hit and you get that first initial block and you get to run that first initial route, I think after that, guys understand that this is just football, right? And we're just playing against another opponent. But blocking is blocking, tackling is tackling, throwing is throwing, catching is catching.
Nobody else has any more questions. So I'm a New Jersey native. Obviously, you guys are going to play up there. New Jersey takes a lot of heat. Can you say one good thing about the state before the end of the press conference?
I love the weather. You know, I love the weather in New Jersey when it's not, snowing and -5-degree heat. -5-degree cold. But I love the New Jersey weather.
That's Tony Lowe. Tony.
Yes, sir.